Alright, the next big trade of the day is broke, and yet again, it is Baltimore going out and making a huge move. Baltimore goes out and gets arguably the biggest pitcher on the not the biggest pitcher on the market, what am I saying? Arguably the third biggest pitcher on the market considering Mason Miller got hurt. We have Zach Eflin. I mean, Zach Eflin is phenomenal. He's been phenomenal for the Rays. This season's shown a little bit of regression, but to be fair, he's getting a little bit older. 30 is still very young, but a little bit older than what he was these past couple of years when he's pitched phenomenally. And it's not even that he's been horrible. He's still been an above average pitcher. But yeah, that's why he's such a big trade piece. Baltimore have acquired him for 3 minor leaguers. No names have been provided yet, so I won't be able to tell that. I'll make an update at some point on how I feel about what they gave up. But I really like this for Baltimore. They needed pitching, like I said earlier. They got Sir Anthony Dominguez, great bullpen ad. And then they added Zach Eflin, who's a fantastic starter. He's going to go over there. He's going to be great in an already solid Baltimore Orioles rotation. I mean, this was a fantastic trade. On how good it is depends on what the Rays got. Because the Rays, they're some sly people. When they get prospects, they get the prospects they want that they think are going to be good. And Baltimore's got a lot of it, so who knows? Baltimore probably gave up something fairly big, but I'm not sure. This probably takes them out of the Tariq Skubal, Garrett Crochet race, but that's not a bad thing at all. So let's take a look at his Baseball Savant page. This is his 2023. I'll show you his 2024. As you can see, not fantastic. Pitching run value, just below average. Fastball value, still one of the best fastballs. Bad breaking stuff, bad off speed. Expected ERA is a lot higher though, so he's underperforming. Expected batting average, 246, a little bit below average. He doesn't throw a hard fastball, but he throws it with a ton of movement, which is huge for him. Gets a lot of chases. Balls don't hit very hard. Doesn't get many whiffs. Doesn't get a whole ton of strikeouts. Barely walks anybody. That's huge. Barrel, that's pretty good barrel percentage. Good hard hit. Around league average ground balls. Good extension. And yeah, he's a decent pitcher. You see his stats. 4.09 ERA. Not exactly what you want, but to be fair, the Rays are not a stellar team. 1.16 whip, that is where you want it at. Not many strikeouts at all. Good amount of innings. You wish for more strikeouts, but it is what it is. Let's go down, look at his arsenal. Majority sinker, 32%. Then he throws a cutter, 26%. As you can see, he barely throws the four-seamers, so most of his fastballs are sinkers, cutters, so that explains the pitching run value, but no, not much velocity. He throws 19% curveballs, 10% sweeper, and then a 3.3% change, so barely any changeups. But yeah, he's a very solid pitcher. Now, normally you don't see regression how he's regressed over the past year, because the reason his numbers went from this to this, as you can see, he used to strike out a ton more guys. Whip was one of the best in the league, threw a solid amount of innings. Only missed like probably 1 or 2 starts. That's the reason that I've pinpointed is his breaking pitches are just gone. I mean, if you look at this, his breaking run value was 92 92nd percentile. Yeah, that's how you say it. And then this year, it's only in the 15th percentile. Not percentile. Yeah, it's going to take some time to work on. Yeah, he's just not been a fantastic pitcher. He's under contract next year for $18 million. And he's still, of course, mostly through that contract this year. I think this is a good trade for Baltimore. I think they got a good one. Depends what they gave up. If they gave up somebody special, then, that's not good for them. But since they didn't give up anything too amazing, I don't hate the trade. What am I saying? Since I don't know what they've given up, I think this, as of right now, is a good trade for Baltimore. No matter what they gave up, I think it's still a good trade. He's probably going to... Ooh, I think I found it. Never mind. I think I found what they acquired. They acquired outfielder Matthew Edsel, Jackson Baumeister, and Mac Horvath. Considering I don't know a lot of the names, they're probably special because they're Baltimore prospects, but I'd say this is a win for Baltimore. Tampa needed to sell. If Tampa sees something in them, something in it for them, it's a good trade. I'd say B- trade for Baltimore. B- or B? I'd say B-. B- both ways. I don't hate it at all. I mean, I like picking up Eflin. It means you don't have to spend your best prospects on guys like Scooble or Crochet. Yeah, I like it. So now I will be looking at one more trade before I'm done with this video. Is the James Paxton trade. Let me just look him up. I'm not prepared right now. James Paxton. There we go. So James Paxton traded from the Dodgers to Boston, reacquired. So far this season, not terrible. I mean, he's not been bad. The whip is not good. The ERA, it's not where you want it at. And then StatCast hates him. The only thing StatCast likes him in is his breaking run value. But Boston needed pitchers, so I don't hate it. They gave up a young Venezuelan first and third baseman who I believe is 17 maybe. And, not that big of a loss. He could be special. He had like 270 in some level of ball. I don't know. James Paxton's arsenal, 4-seam, that's a majority, 57.5%. Then 29% knuckle curve, 6.9% change, 3.4% cutter, 3.1% sinker. He's a left-hander, so that's always valuable. Pitching's always valuable. What do I say about this? Dodgers, it's a whatever. If they got a prospect they liked, sure. I'd say this is probably just a whatever burger. So for Boston, I think it's a solid fit, but I feel like they could have done better. I'd say like C+. And then for the Dodgers, they got a very young player who performed fairly well, so I'll give him like a B-, I guess. I don't really know what to say about the James Paxton trade. Former Yankee, former Red Sox, so they're bringing in somebody familiar. I don't hate it. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I mean, I didn't say much in this video. I don't really know what to talk about these trades, but yeah. I'll see y'all next time.